How would life underground in Singapore look like? What would it take to attract people like you to live underground? Hi, my name is Jian Xiang, and my independent research project seeks to explore the future of Singapore's underground spaces for more community activities and even for housing. As we know, land scarcity is one of our nation's perennial issues. Over the next decade, Singapore's population growth is expected to outpace the expansion of its land, resulting in a tighter land squeeze. One of the strategies the government has adopted to ease this constraint involves developing underground. However, these spaces are used mainly for utilities, storage, and transport today. According to URA, there is no plan to put housing below ground. Indeed, underground living is a contentious topic given the negative attitudes people have of these spaces. Thus, I conducted 5 online sessions of ideation workshops with young adults to imagine everyday life underground as a desirable urban future. I first presented case studies of underground space use around the world and imageries of subterranean cities for context and inspiration. Next, I presented this scenario. Imagine it's 2050. To cope with population growth and supplement surface land, the government has announced plans to build Singapore's first underground residential town. I then asked them to come up with ideas on how to make it livable and the steps to be taken today to prepare for this future. Through this process, my study has unearthed design requirements specific to Singapore's context. These include the need for communal spaces within housing estates like void decks, as well as infrastructure that accommodates traditional practices like Chinese's burning of incense paper within the enclosed space. As a city in a garden, the abundance of greenery will be important below ground too. My study also found that developing underground could afford authorities opportunities to plan for a better city, like having less roads and more streets for pedestrians, as well as to revitalize certain sectors like our art scene. On the other hand, overcoming society's stigma of the underground, preventing social segregation of the underground population, and developing technologies to allow underground dwelling were some of the challenges participants raised. My study has shown that such a co-creation method can generate a wealth of ideas by tapping into the collective imaginations of participants. In this case, ideas on how to make underground living a reality. Furthermore, our deep-rooted mindset of underground spaces must be changed by normalizing these spaces and having more public communications, as participants suggested. This will take a long time. Therefore, I believe that a similar process to formally explore people-centric underground space uses must begin soon, given Singapore's worsening land squeeze. My study would then serve as a useful primer on how to do so for the authorities. Thank you.